Today, we're going to be talking about the history of iPhones and what's expected in the iPhone 15. The first iPhone was released in 2007, and it completely changed the way we interact with our phones. It was the first smartphone to have a touchscreen display, and it also had a number of other innovative features like a built-in camera and a web browser. Since then, Apple has released 14 more generations of the iPhone, each one with new features and improvements. The iPhone 15 is expected to be released this week, and there are a number of rumors about what new features it might have. The iPhone, the device that changed everything. The iPhone, 2007, was a revolutionary device that changed the way we interact with our phones. It was the first smartphone to have a touchscreen display, and it also had a number of other innovative features, like a built-in camera and a web browser. The iPhone, 2007, was a truly groundbreaking device, and it will be remembered as one of the most important technological innovations of the 21st century. The iPhone 3G and 3GAs, the iPhones that took the world by storm. The iPhone 3G was released in 2008, and it had a number of features that were revolutionary at the time. It had a touchscreen display, a built-in camera, and it could connect to the internet. This made it possible to do things with your phone that you never thought possible before, like browsing the web, checking email, and playing games. The iPhone 3GAs was released in 2009, and it had even more improvements. It had a faster processor, a better camera, and it also had voice controls. This made it even more popular than the iPhone 3G, and it helped to solidify Apple's position as the leading smartphone manufacturer. The iPhone 4 as a new era for Apple. The iPhone 4 was a major turning point for the smartphone industry. It had a sleek new design, a high-resolution display, and a faster processor than any other smartphone on the market. It was also the first iPhone to have a front-facing camera, which made it popular for video calling and selfies. The iPhone 4S was released the following year, and it built on the success of the iPhone 4. It had a faster processor, a better camera, and it also introduced Siri, Apple's voice assistant. Siri was a breakthrough technology that made it possible to control the iPhone with your voice. The iPhone 5 family. In 2012, Apple released the iPhone 5, a major redesign for the iPhone with a larger 4-inch display and a new connector called the Lightning connector. The iPhone 5 was also the first iPhone to be available in multiple colors, including black, white, and silver. The iPhone 5 was a huge success, and it helped to cement the iPhone's position as the leading smartphone in the world. It was so popular that Apple had trouble keeping up with demand. The following year, Apple released the iPhone 5As, which had a number of improvements over the iPhone 5. It had a faster processor, a better camera, and it also had Touch ID, Apple's fingerprint sensor. The iPhone 5S was also a success, and it was the best-selling smartphone of 2013. In 2013, Apple also released the iPhone 5C, which was a cheaper version of the iPhone 5As. It had the same design as the iPhone 5, but it was made of plastic instead of metal. The iPhone 5C was not as popular as the iPhone 5As, but it was still a success for Apple. The iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, a new era for Apple. The iPhone 6 and 6 Plus were a major turning point for Apple. They were the first iPhones to have a larger screen, and they also introduced a new feature called 3D Touch. 3D Touch allowed users to press on the screen with different levels of pressure to activate different functions. The iPhone 6 and 6 Plus were a huge success, and they helped to make Apple the leading smartphone manufacturer in the world. They were also a sign of things to come as Apple continued to innovate with its subsequent iPhone models. The iPhone 6 and 6 Plus were released in September 2014, and they were an instant hit. They were the first iPhones to have a larger screen, measuring 4.7 inches and 5.5 inches respectively. This made them more comfortable to use for tasks like watching videos and browsing the web. The iPhone SE, a modern classic. The iPhone SE was a surprise hit when it was released in 2016. It was a smaller version of the iPhone 6s, but it had the same internals. This made it a popular choice for people who wanted a smaller iPhone with the latest features. The iPhone SE was also praised for its design. It had the same iconic design as the iPhone 5s, but it was made with newer materials. This gave it a more modern look and feel. The iPhone SE was also a success because of its price. It was priced at $399, which was much lower than the iPhone 6s. This made it an affordable option for many people. The iPhone SE was also praised for its performance. It was powered by the A9 chip, which was the same chip that was used in the iPhone 6s. This made it one of the fastest iPhones at the time. The iPhone 7 and 7 Plus, a new era of waterproof iPhones. The iPhone 7 and 7 Plus were released in 2016, and they were a major step forward for the iPhone. They were the first iPhones to be water resistant, which meant that they could withstand being submerged in water for up to 30 minutes. This was a major improvement over previous iPhones, which were not water resistant at all. The iPhone 7 and 7 Plus also had a new feature called Live Photos, which allowed users to capture short videos before and after taking a photo. This was a fun and creative way to capture moments, and it quickly became a popular feature. The iPhone 7 and 7 Plus were also the first iPhones to have a dual lens rear camera, which allowed for better zoom and portrait mode photos. This was another major improvement over previous iPhones, and it made the iPhone 7 and 7 Plus even more versatile cameras. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, a new generation of iPhone. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus were released in 2017, and they were a major improvement over the previous generation of iPhones. They had a new design with a glass back, and they were also the first iPhones to be water resistant. They also had a faster processor, a better camera, and a new feature called wireless charging. The iPhone 8 was the smaller of the two models, and it had a 4.7-inch display. The iPhone 8 Plus was the larger model, and it had a 5.5-inch display. Both models had a new 11 Bionic processor, which was the fastest processor in a smartphone at the time. They also had a new 12-megapixel rear camera with improved image stabilization and a new 7-megapixel front-facing camera. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus were a critical and commercial success. They were praised for their design, performance, and new features. They were also the first iPhones to be available in a new color called gold. The iPhone 8 and 8 Plus were a significant step forward for the iPhone. They introduced a number of new features that made them the best iPhones yet. They were also a commercial success, and they helped to solidify Apple's position as the leading smartphone manufacturer in the world. The iPhone X family, a new era for Apple. The year is 2017. Apple has just released the iPhone X, its most radical redesign of the iPhone yet. The iPhone X has an all-screen display with a notch for the front, facing camera and Face ID sensors. It also has a new gesture-based user interface. The iPhone X is a hit with consumers. It is praised for its sleek design, powerful performance, and innovative features. The iPhone X also helps to popularize the trend of all-screen smartphones. The following year, Apple released the iPhone XS and iPhone XS Max. The iPhone XS is a smaller version of the iPhone X, while the iPhone XS Max is a larger version. Both models have improved cameras, faster processors, and longer battery life than the iPhone X. The iPhone X family was a major turning point for Apple. It helped to usher in a new era of smartphones with all screen designs and gesture-based user interfaces. The iPhone X family also helped to solidify Apple's dominance in the smartphone market. The iPhone 11 family. 3 phones for every need. The iPhone 11 family was released in 2017, and it consisted of 3 models: the iPhone 11, the iPhone 11 Pro, and the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Each model had its own unique features and price point, making it a good fit for different types of users. The iPhone 11 was the most affordable model in the family. It had a 6.1-inch liquid retina display and a 13 Bionic chip and a dual camera system. It also had a new night mode feature that allowed users to take better photos in low light conditions. The iPhone 11 Pro and iPhone 11 Pro Max were the higher-end models in the family. They had a 5.8-inch and 6.5-inch Super Retina Extra display, respectively, and a 13 Bionic chip and a triple camera system. They also had a new ultra-wide camera that allowed users to capture more of the scene in their photos. The iPhone 12 family. 4 phones for every need. The iPhone 12 family is a lineup of 4 smartphones released by Apple in 2020. The lineup includes the iPhone 12 mini, iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, and iPhone 12 Pro Max. The iPhone 12 mini is the smallest and most affordable phone in the lineup. It has a 5.4-inch display and is powered by the A14 Bionic chip. The iPhone 12 is the standard model in the lineup. It has a 6.1-inch display and is also powered by the A14 Bionic chip. No matter which phone you choose, you can be sure that you're getting a great phone with the latest features and technology. iPhone 13 family. From Mini to Pro Max, the iPhone 13 family is Apple's latest lineup of smartphones, and it offers something for everyone. Whether you're looking for a small and portable phone, a powerful and versatile phone, or a phone with the best possible camera, the iPhone 13 family has you covered. The iPhone 13 mini is the smallest and most affordable phone in the lineup. It has a 5.4-inch display and a powerful A15 Bionic chip. It also has a new cinematic mode for shooting videos with shallow depth of field and a longer lasting battery. The iPhone 13 is the middle child of the family. It has a 6.1-inch display and all of the same features as the iPhone 13 mini, plus a slightly larger battery.
The iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max are the high-end models of the family. They have a 6.1-inch and 6.7-inch display, respectively, and they come with a number of exclusive features, including a pro camera system with a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, wide and telephoto lens, a ProMotion display with a 120Hz refresh rate, and a LiDAR scanner for improved augmented reality experiences. The iPhone SE 3rd generation, a modern classic. The iPhone SE 3rd generation is a modern classic. It has the same iconic design as the iPhone 8, but it is powered by the A15 Bionic chip, the same chip that is found in the iPhone 13 lineup. This makes it the most powerful iPhone SE yet, and it is capable of handling even the most demanding tasks. The iPhone SE 3rd generation also has a 12-megapixel rear camera with portrait mode and cinematic mode, as well as a 7-megapixel front camera with portrait mode. This makes it a great phone for taking photos and videos. In addition, the iPhone SE 3rd generation is water resistant to 6 meters for up to 30 minutes, so you don't have to worry about it getting wet. It also supports wireless charging, so you can easily charge it without having to plug it in. Overall, the iPhone SE 3rd generation is a great phone for people who want a powerful and reliable phone with a classic design. It is also a great option for people who are looking for a budget-friendly iPhone. Apple iPhone 14 Pro Dynamic Island. Last year on September 7, 2022, Apple released iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus On. Both models featured a similar design to their predecessors, but they have received several internal improvements. The thing you could not miss was the iPhone 14 powered by the A16 Bionic chip, which offers significant performance and efficiency improvements over the A15 Bionic chip in the iPhone 13. The iPhone 14 also offers a new camera system with a 48-megapixel main sensor. The iPhone 14 Plus turned out to be the larger model in the lineup, with a 6.7-inch display. It also has the same A16 Bionic chip and camera system as the iPhone 14. Overall, the iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus are significant upgrades over their predecessors. Despite their minimal external updates, they offer better performance, improved cameras, and new features like Standby. iPhone 15. Everything you need to know about the next iPhone. First things first, let's talk about the release date and pricing. Apple has officially announced its annual iPhone event for September 12, and we couldn't be more thrilled. If history is any indication, pre-orders should start on September 15, with the phones hitting stores on September 22. As for the prices, there might be some changes this time around. We're hearing whispers of a potential increase for the Pro and Pro Max models, but a lower price for the Plus models. Interesting, right? Let's talk about design. We all love a sleek-looking iPhone, right? Well, it seems Apple might be switching things up. The iPhone 15 Pro models could feature a titanium body, making them lighter and potentially more durable. And guess what? Slimmer bezels are in the works for all models, giving us a slightly larger display to enjoy. Oh, and get ready for some new colors, including deep red, Titan gray, and a stunning midnight, styled deep blue. In a move that many have anticipated, Apple is finally saying goodbye to the Lightning connector in favor of USB-C. This shift is largely due to new EU regulations. What does this mean for you? Well, potentially faster charging and data transfer speeds. We might even see charging speeds of up to 35 watt. Exciting stuff. One feature that has been exclusive to Pro models is the dynamic island, that distinctive pill-shaped camera cutout. But the iPhone 15 might change that. It looks like all iPhone 15 models could rock the dynamic island, offering a uniform look and interface across the board. Cameras. That's always a hot topic with iPhones. The iPhone 15 Pro Max or Ultra could feature a periscope lens, offering enhanced optical zoom. Non-Pro models are rumored to get a 48 megapixel main camera, and the iPhone 16 Pro might even step up its game with a 48 megapixel ultra wide camera. Picture perfect, right? Wrapping it up, the iPhone 15 could include a U2 chip for enhanced ultra-wideband UWB capabilities. This might open the door for seamless integration with Apple's Vision Pro headset. So there you have it, a sneak peek at what we can expect from the iPhone 15. We hope you're as excited as we are. Stay tuned for more updates as we get closer to the big event. Thanks for joining us today, and remember to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tech news. Until next time.